What are we eating?
It's some kind of bar from a crunchy, like one of those hippie grocery stores.
Oh, whoa, that shit will fully align your chakras, my dude.
It certainly will. And it's called a bird bar. It's like a cookie, but made with all like the seeds and shit you see in one of those like blocks of seeds you get for birds.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to fucking eat.
It's pretty good actually.
I'm sure it is. It's false advertising to not have any bird in there.
But on something sustaining for when we do a podcast, because we record for like 3 hours and cut it down to 2 because we gotta remove so many death threats.
I do have plans to make at least 5.
True.
Yeah.
I'm surprised how not filled with rage I've been thus far. I assume that will change.
I mean, you sort of plateau and reach a state of equilibrium where you're like, this is my new normal now. Like, yes, I would I would break a CEO's limbs upon the wheel, which is like one of my most viral posts on Blue Sky, like in recent times, was just like I would break this man on the wheel like it was the 30 Years War. And I was like, damn, people are really thirsty for the wheel. They want it back, folks.
They do. I mean, something I've really noticed about myself in recent years is I think there's something within me now where I'm capable of like incredible amounts of violence with no outlet. And I just I got to assume that a decent percentage of people feel that way as well. And that feels good. I think that's how you have a stable society. And I'm excited to see how it develops.
You just see like the grannies and like normies on the No Kings protests being like, fucking cut his goddamn head off.
Dude,
line ice up against the wall.
To my grandma, she's like, I hope somebody fucking kills this guy. And I'm like, you never used to be this cool. The world is changing in a way that I like.
Just like the narration from the Lord of the Rings. The world is changing. And then the Elvish on top of it. Normies
bunch of old ladies making death threats.
Normies are threatening physical violence against ice.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm ready to start now.
All right, let's fucking freak out, dude.
Let's do it.
Let us go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Video Games Are the Worst Thing on Earth. I'm Alton. With me, as always, is Reese.
Yo.
And Kay.
Ow.
And we are so behind. We have so many stories to get through. Obviously
we're so behind, but also evergreen.
Right. I mean, pretty much all the stories we've had will basically repeat because it's all like AI shit. And like, I'm just waiting, praying every day, not to the Christian God because he's not real, obviously. But to, the Greek pantheon that I specifically worship.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And just asking for it to die a horrible, horrible death.
We've all sacrificed cattle before the pod.
Oh shit, cattle? Oh, whoops.
Oh, did you sacrifice something less than cattle, Kay?
Yeah, did like a chicken?
Don't worry. Don't worry about it. We'll just keep going. It's fine.
Or something better than cattle.
Just if it sounds like I'm cutting something up with a hacksaw, don't sweat it.
I really don't want to get off topic, but the Greek gods specifically do not like human sacrifice. If you remember correctly, Tantalus was sent to Tartarus in a pool where he would try to drink from the pool and then it would like lower down below the ground and then he would reach for a fruit and the wind would blow it out of his reach. For trying to like sacrifice one of his sons to the Greek gods. They didn't like it. They were like, hey, dog, that's not chill. But that's like so off topic. I really wish you had not mentioned one of my neurodivergent obsessions. Kay.
I didn't.
All right, okay, I mentioned it, but then you said something that was like, oh, actually. But we really need to
I don't think I did that either.
No, I was like, actually, you were implying that you made a human sacrifice.
Sure. Well, I didn't, I don't admit to that.
Nah. Fuck me. All right, start over again. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Video Games Are the Worst Thing on Earth. Yeah, let's talk about this first story. We have there's so much AI capers that have just occurred. I really feel like, or at least I really hope that this is the final stretch before, like, this is the last burst of, like, dying energy of the AI industry before its inevitable, like, implosion that takes the US economy with it. But our first story for tonight is Krafton CEO uses ChatGPT in a lawsuit. Reese, tell us about this story.
Okay, I'm happy to. Krafton is a massive South Korean gaming conglomerate. The biggest game they own is that they bought PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and they released that pretty bad Callisto Protocol game that was supposed to be kind of like a Dead Space alike, but just like had no soul. But they bought Subnautica, the company that makes Subnautica, and here is the headline. Subnautica 2 publisher's CEO used ChatGPT in failed bid to avoid paying $250 million bonus to own studio head. A South Korean gaming publisher who hatched a plan using ChatGPT to remove the heads of one of its own gaming studios has been ordered by the U.S. court to reverse the removal. The dispute stems from a South Korean game, blah, blah, blah. The article is boring. It exists. You're just going to have to trust me. But it's essentially the classic case of AI, some dipshit using ChatGPT and being like, I wish I didn't have to pay $250 million. ChatGPT, let's hatch a plan. And then the courts being like, this is all fake, dog. You can't do this. And it was like, it's not mentioned in the article, but sort of like the business insiders I was reading about on Blue Sky were talking about how just like deeply embarrassing this is for a CEO not to just like run this by the legal team he pays.
Right.
Not to come across with a strategy to fuck this guy out of his $250 million, just doing this. And basically they couldn't do it. And so this guy this was his Hail Mary pass. And that's basically the whole studio, the whole thing rather, is this Krafton CEO just being like, I don't want to honor my obligations. ChatGPT, what can we do? And luckily, the court said you couldn't do it. But I think that is the rare case of reason in one of these Chat GPT stories.
Right.
So that's basically it. I don't know. How do you feel about Subnautica and or them not getting paid?
I mean, it is fucked up. I think Subnautica in general is just like a really great game. I think the fact that they sold themselves to Krafton is basically, I mean, they made a deal with the devil, essentially. We've seen this countless times in the past of like, renowned indie studio, self-publishing, sells to a big publisher and just shits the bed so hard they die within like 2 games. It's over. It's Jover, folks.
Yeah, there is an element of getting what you deserve a bit.
I mean, not even like what they deserve. Like, it's just the fucking CEO of like whatever I don't even remember what the developer's name is, but like the person who's like sold the company is like, I'm sure made a plenty money, and were like they were probably given lots of reassurances, like, oh, we don't really care what you do. You can run things exactly the way that you've always run them. And all that kind of shit. Because every time, like, anytime this shit comes up, they were like, yeah, they told us we'd have complete creative freedom. I mean, they will say whatever they need to say to buy your intellectual property and then cut you off and like do it on the cheap and then be confused when nobody likes their stupid slop.
Yeah.
I mean, they sold out for $250 million at least. That's an insane amount of money for what was an indie game that kind of limped along on crowdfunding for the first one for quite some time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so they're just like, oh, you can do anything you want except have your contracts be honored.
Pretty
So
much.
Craft On, I think, is very funny to me. I looked into them before because I was curious who made uh, the Callisto Protocol, how that could come to be, and like coming to discover the Callisto Protocol is probably the greatest game they've ever made. Filled me with disquiet. There's like a bunch of like mobile games called like Golf King, World Tour, My Little Puppy. Do you
Oh,
remember that
God.
kind of like terrifying AI kind of cat game called Inzoi? That's them. They had a
Inzoi.
Super Bowl ad, if I recall correctly, or some
Oh.
kind of big
Yes,
event
I
ad.
remember. It's like the game. It's like The Sims, but everything's like generative AI.
Yeah.
And you need like a
Ooh.
fucking insanely beast computer to fucking play it, which is, obviously the target demographic for fucking The Sims all have beastly computers. That's the main defining demographic of the people who like that. It's not just like, white women who enjoy torturing people by
Yeah.
removing the exit from the pool.
Which turns out is a lot of them. Reflect on that.
Yeah.
So that's the whole story. You're gonna get fucked by a venture capitalist firm, big publisher. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, but the funny part here is, of course, that a man who pays like an entire legal team is just like, "Hey Grok, is this true? Is this true? Do I have to pay this 250 million?" Like, obviously, publishers have been trying to weasel out of paying their bonuses, infamously for in Bethesda's case, they screwed Obsidian out of some pretty major bonuses tied to the Metacritic score because they were like one or 2 points off, I think.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like they were like, you have to get an 85 on Metacritic, and they got like an 83, and they were like, nope. Just fuck me. Like, stuff like that really makes you mad. And it's very funny that now they're both owned by Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like now they're getting a taste of their own medicine. But speaking of Microsoft, our next story is, of course, from WindowsLatest.com, the premier source for all the things about Windows, which, I can't imagine that being on the Windows beat recently has been a pleasant experience. Just, fuck. Talking about like Windows Recall, this feature that just takes screenshots of your fucking computer every 5 seconds and then stores them so securely. But
Epic.
this story is Microsoft gets tired of quote unquote micro slop, bans the word on its Discord, then locks the server after backlash by Abhijit MB, March 2nd, 2026. And the funniest thing here is I didn't even know Microsoft had an official Discord. Can you imagine being on the fucking Microsoft Discord?
Who's on there and why?
Right.
Would you do that?
Like, what community exactly are they trying to build on there? People who are like, I love Office products.
I have a computer.
Right. Like, it's so generic and overwhelming. It's like they probably have like 20 million people on there and they just all hate each other.
100%. I'm imagining them having like community night. It's like, all right, everybody, we're gonna watch Kiki's Delivery Service for anime night here at the Microsoft Discord server, and it is locked by the United States government for the amount of discussion about Kiki's feet.
Yeah, I mean, Basically, this just seems like some place that groomers go to find the strange children who wanted to join the Discord for Microsoft.
Hey kids, sound off if you use a keyboard.
Right.
Your address.
If you have ever been on the Microsoft Discord, don't send us a message, actually. I don't want to know what fucking creatures from the Black Lagoon exist in this swamp. But anyway, to get to the article, Microsoft's aggressive AI push in Windows 11 through 2025 brought upon themselves the title of Microslop. Unfortunately for the company, it's everywhere on social media, and there isn't a way to stop the spread, unless, of course, it's their own Discord server. Windows latest was first to notice that the word microslop was actively filtered in the official Microsoft Copilot Discord server. A Copilot Discord server. Ugh. Is that what it's for? I mean, I can kind of see if it's something more specific like that. It's like, hey, what prompts do I need to generate, horrific pornography? That's basically what I imagine they discuss in there. All right. As you can see in the above screenshot, any message containing the term is automatically blocked, and users see a moderation notice stating the message includes a phrase considered inappropriate by server rules. Microsoft blocks Microsoft and official Copilot Discord. Users quickly find workarounds. The extreme backlash that Microsoft has to endure every day on social media is nothing short of extraordinary. Surely the company is responsible for this fallout, as they prioritized AI more than the stability of the OS that it needs to run on. All right, blah, 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 blah. Message of the word Microslop is official Copilot, blah, 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 blah. I think this is just repeating. But anyway, people are basically just using zeros for Microslop. They're returning to the old ways.
Yeah, I would like to highlight.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to highlight Microsoft Copilot Discord user Electro, who's saying Microslop no pilot. And can I just say, you got him.
Deltarune Avatar Haver.
Right.
Yeah,
Electro.
That's a real head. Let's go, dude.
I'm just so curious. I feel like a Copilot Discord has got to be, if not hell, pretty close to what I imagine hell would be like.
I should have spent a couple weeks in there before the episode to get a bit of on the ground reporting.
The Copilot community was far more positive when this Discord server first launched. Yeah, I bet. Back in 2024, when Microsoft invited users to join the Copilot Discord server through an official X post, the response was largely curious and enthusiastic, with people willing to explore the AI's capabilities. Since then, sentiment around Copilot's usage has dropped alongside Microsoft's broader AI push across Windows 11. And, we were basically saying we're going to skip this story because it's not super relevant. But what's his fucking face? The guy who's been like the Xbox CEO, Phil Spencer, he retired. Mm-hmm. And Asha Sharma, Microsoft's AI executive, is taking over his role. So this shit's coming to Xbox. They're gonna be like, oh fuck, shit. How do we make the Xbox do an AI? Can you imagine? I remember last time they were saying like you can ask in real time for AI to read out like game guides to you.
There has been some kind of like dire stuff I've skimmed that's like, oh, form a party with an AI friend and challenge the Halo monsters or whatever. So that's where that's going.
That would be so funny. He just like hit fucking Grok in the 4-man squad for Halo Legendary Co-op. And he just spends the whole time telling you about killed boars. He's just talking about white genocide in South Africa. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be that different from an average Xbox Live lobby, but
you almost said rally, and I think that there's some truth in that.
Xbox Live rally.
They had one in Charlotte.
Everyone gets on their green hoods with an X on it.
So I mean, when the United States bombed that Iranian like middle school, they said it was an AI error. Seems like it is more than possible it was Microsoft's AI error, if that wasn't a lie. And I think I'm just gonna lay that at Microsoft's feet for the time being, and search for meaning in my life and someone to blame, other than the people I'm already blaming. Microsoft, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, Microsoft has really caused all the problems in my life the more I think about it.
I mean, it's a non-zero amount of problems, certainly, because like they are the company with the operating system used by like 90% of the fucking planet. And that's
Yeah.
only now recently starting to change because everyone's been like, "Oh, hey, Windows 11 sucks massive shit through a straw." Like, why am I paying Microsoft to like have a bad experience when I could have a bad experience for free with Linux?
True. So is it one of those like thick straws that you get for a Slurpee, or is it more like a thin
A crazy
standard
straw.
straw? Crazy straw? Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
It's
That's
got
cool.
Master Chief's head on it.
Yeah, it does. It's
Eh,
green, obviously.
It's so sad to me that like he's kind of like the poster boy for Microsoft, and he's got to be associated with all this. We'll get into some fucking Master Chief related stories later, but
Oh yeah, you know we're on that chief beat.
we're on the Chief
Before we
beat.
move on, I would just like to point out that the top story on trending for Windows Latest
Yeah.
.com is how to disable recall AI in Windows, which is a registry edit. So it's just like people on Windows are Linuxizing their computer, just editing their registry till it no longer represents Windows in any way, which is understandable.
That's awesome.
100%. Editing the registry is basically what you have to do. Like, there's entire tools. In fact, I use them quite frequently at work when I'm setting up new computers. There's a script called Microsoft Declutter, and it just lets you like immediately make all the edits to the registry to remove a shit ton of like bloatware that Microsoft includes in every like install of like a fresh operating system. They just have fucking Spotify on there. It's insane. Ugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, Microsoft is just like shitting the bed so hard that Linux is actively becoming more of a better alternative to it. Like I know I gave Linux some shit earlier, but like it really is better. Not necessarily it has improved massively. Like ever since Steam created the Proton like filter for games, it's now like almost parity with Windows in terms of gaming. And it has so much less bullshit that you have to deal with.
Mhm.
Um it is still a fiddly piece of shit depending, your distro and how willing you are to use a command line, I think. But the funny thing is that if you want to like fix Windows, you have to be just as comfortable with like fucking around with shit.
Yeah.
That's true.
Although one must keep an eye on what's going on with your individual Linux distros. Just recently, a bunch of popular Linux platforms had somebody just kind of like pop in and like try to add all this age verification stuff that was sort of like backed by semi-legitimate, CIA agents essentially, and people had to be like, actually, don't add this to Mint or whatever. That's not
Right.
what we
Yeah.
want to use Linux
Gavin
for.
Newsom, that fucking piece of shit scumbag who I cannot talk about anymore because I will say something illegal. Ugh. Basically, California fucking passed that a stupid as hell age verification bill that is like literally unenforceable and just
Yeah.
the worst fucking idea. I mean, it's transparently just what I have heard. The scuttlebutt is that it's AI companies realizing that their own products basically make it impossible to verify that someone's an actual human on the internet in terms of data collection. And so the entire purpose of this age verification law is so that they can actually verify that you're a real human being and use that to collect data on you so that it doesn't poison their data sampling. Like,
Yeah.
it's disgusting.
Yeah, these companies are not your friend. Do not show them your ID. Do not
Right.
do not give them your fingerprint.
If they ask for like a facial scan, do what, other people have done and just use the Norman Reedus movement thing
Yeah.
in Death Stranding. So like turn your head to the left.
More realistic than the real Norman Reedus.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, fuck these companies and fuck any politicians working with them. Like, if Gavin Newsom like tries to run for president in 2028, he should be fucking killed with an axe.
I'm
Agree.
going to do it.
Oh
He's
fuck.
not president yet.
Right. The
That's
fucking
right.
this is like such off topic, just fucking blue sky beef. But fucking all the fucking libs being like, "Oh, why you say that about Gavin Newsom? You want Trump to win?" It's like he's not fucking running for president. He's not even a candidate. And like you're already lining up to just fucking rally behind this fucking asshole. I hate
Yeah.
liberals.
They're
Liberals are the
fucking useless.
fucking worst. Ugh.
1,000%. And it's amazing that really I'm kind of excited to see the list grow of every Democratic failure who tries to do the third way shit of just being like, we just want women's sports to be fair. That's the only thing I know about women's sports is that I want them to be fair. And like nobody cares and nobody votes for them. And then they're just like, well, see, that's why we have to do this. And I don't know. I could not agree more, Alton, is that I, in many ways, feel a liberal deserves death more than a conservative, which is an old topic here on the
Yeah.
podcast. But it's like, you kill a MAGA person and it's like you're putting down a sick dog. you know, you put down a liberal and it's like, like
A
you get the
poisonous
gif.
snake.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a poisonous snake that's been injected with the brain drug from Gremlins. Like it's like there's
Uh-huh.
sentience there. There's a choice to be evil.
Right. It's the perfidiousness of it. It's like how they try and act like they're your buddy and like we're on the same side, you and me. This is the Bob Chippen things like, I believe 90% of the same things you do. Why don't you like me? Just
Perfidious serpent Chipman. We know him well.
of course. I guess we have so much fucking AI shit to go through. All right. DLSS 5. Do I even need to like read the article here? Everyone knows about this
No.
shit.
We've all seen it, but could I just read a couple choice lines from the article because the way that Digital Foundry is reporting on this is incredible.
Oh, yes. Well, we can talk about Digital Foundry more than anything. Just to give like a
Yeah.
1,000-foot overview before we go in there, DLSS is essentially, prior to this, was a technology developed by NVIDIA, which is basically an upscaling technology. What they would do is they would render scenes at like a lower resolution to increase your FPS and then upscale that using machine learning and AI in the way that it's actually useful to increase your FPS total without losing very much quality. And so people were really, really liked DLSS like 1 through 4. And then number 5 drops the upscaling portion of it entirely and makes it into fucking generative AI slop. But go ahead, Kay.
So, Digital Foundry's article on this, I just want to read the headline and then a couple key sentences that I think really give you the vibe of how they're trying to present this. Feature: NVIDIA's new DLSS 5 brings photorealistic lighting to RTX 50 series, a massive technological leap for graphics, and we've been hands-on with 4 games. And those 4 games are some shit, it doesn't matter. They go on to say, the transformational lighting delivered by DLSS 5 is frankly astonishing and will be coming to RTX 50 series GPUs by fall 2026.
Yeah, what they don't mention there is that you have to have 2 of them. Like,
How much do
it's
they cost?
a lot. Like, at least above 4 figures each. and probably
Fuck,
more
dude.
since like there's such a shortage on fucking RAM and you know GPUs in general because of this generative AI bubble we're fucking in. Like
Yeah.
this, and I'm just looking at this screenshot that they're posting, and I don't know. People don't seem to agree with me. I've said this multiple times, and people are just like, "Yeah, no, it looks like they're yassified." I'm like, I don't know. Like most of the time, like comparing this to like the higher fans lol meme, where they're like someone with Photoshop manually bimbofied a character, essentially. I can
Mhm.
kind of see from an aesthetic level why that would appeal to a racist moron. But on this specific case, I feel like the characters actually look worse. Like there's just something about them that looks like, ugh. Why did you do this? Why do you think this looks better? Right? Like,
They look very bad, and they're also all converging on one face, which is
Yeah,
how a lot
mm,
of AI stuff works.
I mean, I kind of get your point. I do think they both look worse in an embarrassing way. I think in the sort of like the Nexus mods, yassification thing, there's a lot more of like human choices to make them look bad. So it's
mm,
like kind of a different thing. But I think that like it's informed by the yassification sort of matrix, for better or worse. But since it's also generative AI, it just like sucks shit at like an exponential level.
mm. I mean,
Yeah,
the other
it's
thing is just
profoundly
like
ugly.
it highlights everything. Like the textures just look so much more shiny and weird. And it's like
It's just a
apparent
sharpen filter. It's gross.
it's not even a sharpen filter. It's like they make the characters look older for some reason. I don't
They
know.
do. Everyone looks wrinkly
And their
and
faces
too
are like
shiny.
longer, like stretch out the faces. And there's yeah, like the clothes
No,
just
you're
have a
right.
bunch of like shine on it. Like it changes the character's appearance. Like it doesn't even look like the same character anymore. And it bothers me very much.
I mean, I think the key thing is here too is that it's making these artistic decisions in its kind of like own AI vacuum.
Right.
When the reason like Grace from Resident Evil looks like that is because she fits into a like design concept that
Mhm.
mirrors everything else in the game, and like also like as a contrast to the zombies, all that, and sort of like each individual face is kind of like its own slightly different thing, so they're not unified design obviously on top of everything else, and which just makes it seem that much more out of place. Like I guess like in a vacuum, like I'm mostly looking at the picture of Grace from Resident Evil here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I keep playing a game with yassified Grace as the main character, and it not being the most dog shit thing I've ever played. I'm kind of stretching my imagination here, but the fact that it's like changing from Resident Evil 9, which already looks fucking fantastic,
Right. Like it
and looks
looks
fantastic
amazing.
on like lower level systems and stuff like that. Like the
Mhm.
say what you will about Capcom, but like the RE engine, which does not stand for Resident Evil, hilariously, is
What?
like
Well,
a
all
good engine.
Capcom's saying is they Trump got elected so they can say it again.
Yeah. Head of American business at Capcom, Michael Tracy.
Sorry, continue.
No, that's basically it.
Oh yeah. It's
it's I
ugly.
mean it's incredibly ugly, and it's like ugly in a way that I don't know if you've been kind of like messing with some of the stuff for like ultra new games, like the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, I think it's called, has like some really advanced kind of DLSS and RTX features that I think make the game look pretty good. I don't know if they necessarily need all that to make the game look good, but it's an interesting tech demonstration to make the game look like a movie, which is the
Right.
whole point of the game, is that you want to play Indiana Jones.
And they got that
But
game
like,
running on the Xbox Series S, which is like the cut down version
Mhm.
of the console, which I feel like that's a really amazing technical accomplishment. Do they use DLSS in that game? I mean, I'm sure they do on the PC version, but like the Xbox is all AMD.
Uh, I don't know. I only played with it a bit, so I could be wrong. You would know better than me. I just assumed with it.
Yeah, that's
Please
true.
I
don't post that picture.
posted the Digital Foundry guys, and they look like eggs.
They do look like eggs.
Yeah,
Where's that? Where's the egg posting? Oh, general. Oh my god.
those are some egg boys.
They're not beating the British allegations. Holy shit.
Those are
Digital Foundry
easy.
immediately. I think the real story here, other than it being heartening that people immediately turned on it, was how fucking taken Digital Foundry was with the whole thing, and how highly people respected Digital Foundry before this moment. Like every fucking video game I've played that has any kind of like graphical tweak stuff, people are always like, well, look at the Digital Foundry settings and start from there. These are the people that understand hardware in the 21st century. I remember when I was playing Silent Hill F, I like sat for a long time on their website, sort of like mulling over how to get the most out of that game before they came out with a couple patches to really fix what I needed with it. And now people are just like, oh, these are British clowns. These are eggs with little clown faces painted on them. We should reconsider.
Yeah. I do like that they had they had to like be like, okay, we get it. Everyone fucking hates this shit. It is pretty funny that they just did not anticipate the backlash at all when it's just like, just look at this shit. I mean, and I think one of the most egregious ones is whatever the fuck is this FIFA, the footy tool, like
Let me have a look at the footies.
the footy one, like it looks okay in like the still images, but then like in the video, which they do not like, well, I think it's in the video, but I'm not gonna play it because I don't want to like a clip of just like, we've tested DLSS5 like before I'm able to mute it. But basically, if you look in the FIFA's like video, there are fucking artifacts everywhere. Um, I wish I could
Video looks like
remember
shit.
which
Yeah.
YouTuber I watched that discussed this, but essentially, Nvidia came out later because of the huge backlash against this, and was like, actually, this is just like an early prototype. And it's like, no, it wasn't. You wouldn't have shown this off. You wouldn't have been like an early beta, like announced with like an early beta of a product suite. Like, it's them covering their ass, essentially. And I find that comforting because it's like, this is the best generative AI is ever going to do, right? Like,
Yeah.
they think
Yeah.
they're just like a couple more GTX 580s away from fucking like unlocking general purpose AI, like true artificial intelligence. And I'm like, nah, dog, you are going to have like the 16-figured like background gremlins for like the rest of your fucking life. You are never fixing this to the point where it's like usable for anything other than just like a toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and like, the whole thing here too is this is a fig leaf for the truly outside the scope of the podcast, like shenanigans Nvidia is getting up to on the world stage, with its kind of being the weakest tentpole propping up the economy right now. So it really feels like Nvidia was like, we need something right now to remind people we're a company that does stuff. Otherwise, we're just going to collapse under the weight of our own like circular business practices where we rent from ourselves and like bill people who don't exist. Like it's like everything I've heard from Nvidia, I don't understand, and
It
is
sounds like a
like
money
how to
laundering
do
scheme.
fraud 1201.
Right.
Like
That's a real innovation there, is that they've discovered whole new ways to launder money. It seems like.
Yeah, I just pulled up Nvidia's stocks because I'm just keeping an eye on it, and they're not doing so hot.
Okay, it's a part of the pod. Everyone, get out your phones, check out the
You gotta
Nvidia stocks.
pull up your finance apps.
Pull up your
It's the
finance apps. Yeah.
it's the lowest it's been since like July last year, so it's still like quite high, all things considered. But like it's going bad places.
Mm.
shout out to my partner who sold her Nvidia at the exact correct moment to get the most out of this a little while ago.
Nice.
I feel like I know a hilarious amount of people who did that, and they've pretty much all gotten out by now, which is good because it's not. I don't think things are going to get better from here.
Yeah, talking about stocks again, that actually leads us pretty well to our next point, which is this is a story back from January 30th, but essentially, video game stocks are suddenly crashing today with the launch of Google's Project Genie, as investors think games will start magically getting made with AI.
Mm-hmm.
Really, this is a huge condemnation of the business major mindset. Like, these people are fucking morons. This is essentially all the fucking STEM nerds just being like, yeah, yep, we can make games with AI. Totally. This is such a wise investment. You better get your money in right now. Because, like, video game development, it's a thing of the past. Like, just an AI will spit out a Fortnite every day for you.
Yeah,
I hate.
that's definitely what's going to happen.
Mm,
It's nonsensical on a level that it's hard to like talk about or wrap your brain around. I don't know. It's just like clearly they're not coming from anything resembling good faith or even possibly understanding what a game actually is. So you have to kind of be thinking about like what do they think is gonna happen here? What do they think they're gonna
mm.
make? Is like because they can tell Chat GPT to play tic-tac-toe with them. They're just like, oh, all we gotta do is invest $2 billion in this, and then we can create tic-tac-toes forever, a 4x4 tic-tac-toe. Just think how that will sell in China. Like
Right.
I don't know. I've gotten a peek into business brain a bit more through my partner, and it's not good, folks. It's very focused on a sort of like collective delusion that AI is gonna keep everything afloat. Where it's just like it really is right now, and you can see the logic, I think, in this statement, where
Yeah.
they're just like the bubble is keeping the bubble afloat at this point, where they're just no one has any idea what they're doing, so they're just like, it's gonna make video games. What else do you like? You like Pop Tarts, so they'll make Pop Tarts. Like,
It's what happens when there's no new markets to go into. You know,
It'll
you
make you
can't.
Labubu Dubai chocolates.
Yeah, all you can do is make shit up. We're not going to space. There's no new markets up there.
It's
So
classic scheming. It's classic confidence game running.
yeah, it's just a
basically.
scam economy is what you're left with. It's the economy is driven by you getting scammed, or more likely, whoever's financing these things getting scammed, because none of these are going to make any fucking money.
Actually, talking about that, I don't think we have this in the list, but I would like to bring up of something that actually did get killed within like the last couple weeks. Both the Wall Street Journal and The Information confirming that OpenAI is killing Sora, both the app and access to its video generating model for developers.
And the Kingdom Hearts character, they're putting them
Yeah,
down.
they're killing Sora, folks. They're finally fucking killing that stupid ass little crazy haired idiot with his big floppy
Donald
shoes.
Duck looks on forlorn.
Goofy's just there. Oh, I can't believe
Goofy's holding the hammer.
Goofy's just the blood-stained hammer. He's like, I had to do it, Donald. He was gonna be an AI.
Pretty good Goofy. It's all right.
Yeah, you don't want to hear my Donald Duck. It sounds like he's fucking choking to death on his own blood.
So Donald Duck. No.
I never want to hear anyone's Donald Duck. I don't think it's good for you. That
Donald Duck's. I don't know how people do that voice. Honestly, it's
it feels like
just
it's got to be hurting you.
It's taking years off their lives. 100%. Do you twos know much about what was actually being generated on Sora? Because it was like a social media platform as well as like a video generation
like
tool.
videos of like black people stealing from convenience stores was primarily
there was tons of that.
Primarily what I heard of.
10,000 exactly, and then it's just people generating black crime and going like, it's crazy this is real, even though this video isn't real, right? And everybody like thumbs upping it. All 4 other Sora users. So honestly, it must have been doing really bad for even the racism factory to shut down.
Yeah.
First, robots take away our jobs at the racism factory, and then the racism factory just shuts down.
This community used to stand for something, you know?
But it's all right though. The sexism guild is still in business because we use 100% artisan, handcrafted sexism.
You got
I think this Project Genie thing is a good time to interject. Like, they released some kind of like demographic data for who was using good old games the most.
Mm-hmm.
And they found out it was like 29-year-olds.
That makes sense.
Like 29 because like kids like play Minecraft and Roblox and shit growing up, so they do not care about like cutting edge graphics at all. They're like, oh, I went through the classic Resident Evil series today. That was pretty fun. I can't believe way back in the prehistoric 90s they were making good games like this. And like
without computers.
Exactly. and it's stuff like, all of the top games right now are games that were released like sometimes within like 5 years ago or later. It's all like League of Legends, World of Warcraft, shit like that. Like nothing hits as hard as a game from 2013, and that will be even more true as time goes on. So I don't know, it's like I don't have any real point other than the fact that it's just like the response from gamers to all of this is just going to be like, well, you know what? I got a bit of a backlog. I don't think we need to worry about this, which I think is very funny that the economy is breaking to the point that people are going to start playing the games they already own.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Ex-Blizzard president says gamers need to, quote, man up over AI usage in games after Crimson Desert devs issue apology. AI in one form or another will be in every single video game. And it's just like, no, we don't. We don't have to just accept. They always say this. Every single tech evangelist always says shit like, get used to it because it's going to be in every video game. And then, they said that shit about NFTs. They said that shit about fucking crypto. Like, everything's going to be on the blockchain, bro. And it's just like, how? Why? Like, other than like, very specific cryptocurrencies that you use to buy illegal drugs, there's no purpose for like the blockchain. It's like not useful for any other function.
Yeah, this is a clear like it's the playbook, right? Is always act like every new fucking scam technology is basically the iPhone, right? And just like this is just going to be around forever, so you just have to deal with it. I've even seen people who should know better reproducing that and saying, well, you can't stop it, and it's like, I don't need to. It doesn't do anything. It's gonna die because it doesn't do anything, so it won't make any fucking money,
right?
And people don't like it. Like
no AI company is making money. That's the crazy, like a profit.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say they're not making money. They're making plenty of money, but they're not making a profit, which is, in business 101 terms, a profit is when your net income exceeds what you're spending. And it's kind of important for a business. I know that you can take a look at Nvidia and be like, oh, well, they're making more money than there is on planet Earth. Yes, but unfortunately, all the money they're making is like the same $20 that they've been passing around in like a circle from like they're paying the people who buy their GPUs to buy their GPUs.
Yeah. It's the Beavis and Butthead economy.
Right. It's
yeah. The pass the
exactly.
dollar back and forth.
Them
Yeah,
passing the dollar back and forth so they eat the entire stack of candy bars. That's the US economy summarized in one single clip.
And Sam Altman, like OpenAI, the biggest company more or less. He's like, oh, the way that we're gonna make money is that we're in it for the long game. Eventually, we're gonna replace thought itself, and you're just like, great business plan, dog. That.
Oh yeah, is he the guy
he,
who's like I have no introspection?
that's Mark Anderson. I don't know what he actually makes.
Yeah, I remember there was like this interview going around of like Mark Anderson where he's just saying like as a business CEO brain set, I just have no introspection. I don't have any internal thoughts.
And actually, it's gay if you do.
Right. He just like if
Yeah.
you just look at
It's like,
history,
I'm a fucking idiot, actually, is the thing
do
about
you think
me.
all these great men of history were thinking thoughts about whether they were depressed or not? And just like, yes. Like
Oh
rather
my God.
infamously.
And talk about egg posting.
Oh my
Oh
God.
god, dude. Yeah, that guy, Humpty Dumpty looking ass.
It's
The shape of that head is impossible. That
it's
is an
sharp.
egg.
It's sharp up there. Like
Holy
you
shit,
Mark
brother.
Anderson, you're getting split in two.
If I looked like that, I'd be a hat guy, I'll tell you that much. Right.
The turban guy.
Yeah, I'm converting.
Right. I think there was one post, I wish I could remember it, but it's been a while since that was the zeitgeist. Because it, things move on in like a nanosecond now. But somebody posts is like Mark Anderson's skull is making me believe in phrenology.
True.
Yeah, he looks like a fucking
He-
alien.
Elon Musk immediately agreed with the no interior thought is the way to be.
Yeah, obviously, I don't think he's capable of it. Like these
Yeah.
guys, I keep saying this and I can't say it enough. These guys are dumber than almost anyone you've ever met. They're so fucking stupid. They can't be allowed to be around with this kind of money and power. They can they could dig a hole.
I think it's a to them specifically, I think it is actually an asset because a person with interiority and the capability of like, I don't know, being able to think like a month ahead or even like a couple days ahead,
Yeah.
beyond like whatever the next quarter is, more than quarterly thinking and having human empathy, that are all obstacles to you in a
They would have
capitalist
killed
economy.
themselves.
Right.
Every one of them would have killed themselves, like instantly.
And like, don't think about it as sort of like part of like the structured therapy I get in like dealing with trauma. They're just like, to remain emotionally regulated, you got to not freak out sometimes, and so you don't think about the things that are going to freak you out. It was like makes sense. And so Mark Anderson is basically saying like, if I thought about anything at all, I would immediately unravel as a person because
Yeah.
I'm all evil. There's like nowhere to go.
Yeah, I guess in a way what he said is incredibly revealing in that sense because I think that is just completely the case.
Right, because if he had to think about the consequences of his actions on like a global, like human scale, like I'm pretty sure if anyone would just like kill themselves just
Oh yeah.
instantly.
I mean, we see cops doing that all the time. Like that one lady that one of my favorite viral videos of all time, the lady who freaked out at the drive-through person who didn't respect her, and she started crying. And it really just seems like every awful thing she'd ever done was just pouring into her soul because somehow this rude interaction that probably didn't even happen existed. And I just think it's like, a macro version of something these fascists must experience to operate and is kind of like semi-trained to do by our culture, at least on that side of things.
Yeah, I think you're totally right, and I think that when a lot of people when they talk about this, I would never accuse you of this, but it comes from this like we have to empathize with them. They're people too, kind of thing. For me, it's more this
People,
is a
sorry.
rabid creature that we have to put down, and it's sad in the sense that they could have been a human, but this look at him, he's an egg. He's a
Yeah, the
different
the
thing.
dark egg.
This
He's egged himself. He's become an egg-shaped creature. I mean, it is essentially like these people are giving themselves like selective brain damage to
yeah.
fucking function as a CEO. They're like, I can't think about any interiority. I can't express, human emotions like empathy or concern about the people affected by my actions. They're just like, let that part of my brain atrophy. Because if I allow it to like run for a single nanosecond, I will be forced to kill myself just instantly. This is completely unrelated, but do you hear about that CEO who like gave everyone like huge bonuses and his reason was like I didn't want anyone to shoot me?
No, but more of that.
That rocks.
Hang on, let me find it.
That's like the only CEO with any self-awareness because it's always a little bit on the table, my dog.
Right. All right, here it is. All right, this is from fortune.com. I didn't want anyone shooting me. Five Guys CEO gave away 1.5 million bonus to employees over botched BOGO Burgers birthday celebration. That's a fucking sentence. BOGO Burgers birthday celebration. So the buy one
What's a
get one.
BOGO burger?
It's
I
a
don't
buy
speak
one get
American.
one. Uh,
Oh, I see.
He's another egg.
That's a classic American concept.
Okay, yeah. Why have one burger when you could have two? I get you.
You're right. It's more burger, better burger. But it is
True.
extremely funny to list that as your reasoning. And I think it reflects well on this particular CEO that he was like, hang on, if people are treated poorly, sometimes the poor people shoot the rich people. Oh my
Fuck, I have a
god!
physical body. Shit.
Alton, we're gonna have to agree to disagree here. I think it's more of a case that you cannot fuck up a BOGO burger deal in America and expect to get away
That's like the
with all
one.
your limbs.
That's like the one
this
thing
ain't
that
about
still has
class, this is a
accountability.
murder
That's,
issue.
that's baked into our
The
DNA.
billionaire like fucks up like giving away burgers, and it's just like that. Their head is on the chopping block the next day.
1,000 Luigis are born from that.
Like, yeah, we'll suffer in silence over the worst healthcare in the entire fucking, global north. But if you take away even a single scintilla of burger, we're coming to your house with pitchforks.
It's fucking over, dude.
God, I love how stupid this country is in some ways. The burgers
Oh,
thing, at first I was like, burger? Why are Americans associated with burgers? That's not even. And then I was like, you know what? That's correct. They're right to do it. Because burger is one of the few, I would say, cultural highlights of our sick and diseased society.
Oh, you guys listen. I would fuck up a Five Guys burger right now. I'm not gonna front about that one bit.
Yeah, I mean, it costs like 20 fucking bucks, but yeah, it's pretty
They're
good.
so expensive, dude. What has happened to our beautiful nation, the United States of America?
Uh, too much to list here, honestly.
Oh shit! All right,
Yeah.
never mind then. Fuck it.
It's like at this point, it costs about the same as healthcare is getting a full meal at Five Guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is healthcare though, so it's kind of
And at least
a
in Five
BOGO.
Guys you get a burger.
You get a burger, some
True.
shakes. It's like $37.
Oh, bro.
It's insane.
I think it's actually cheaper in the UK, but not by much.
I mean, I've only been to Five Guys like a couple of times. Like I went there one time. I was like, oh, I'll try it out. There's like one pretty close to where I work, and so I was like, I'll give it a shot. So like me and my coworker, we decide what we want to get. We go there, and it's just like it's fucking the most expensive. It's like $6 for fries or something like that. It just by the end you
Damn.
just have like I said, like $40 at least for 2 people to like get burgers and some shakes and some fries. It's fucked. It's so fucked.
That is probably about the same as here. Yeah, it's how is it so expensive?
I don't know. But
It's weird.
I mean, I guess at least they're maybe paying their employees. I mean, 1.5 million in bonuses, like distributed across how many employees?
That's a good question.
Right.
Did
Like
everyone get like
it's
$10? Like how many employees do we have? What are we looking at?
exactly. Like, yeah, it sounds good, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, that's probably just like the how much Bob Chipman spends when he goes to get one of his average sized meals at Five Guys.
Yeah, did he just buy all of his employees a burger? Like that added up to 1.5
Yeah.
million?
Oh, okay, the article says 1,500 employees. So they got what, 1,000?
I'm gonna pull
Unless I
out the
missed a zero.
calculator. All right, 1,500,000 divided by 1,500. You said
Yeah.
they all got $1,000, which is not
I'm fucking
bad.
good. That's why they pay me the medium
Yes.
bucks.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, especially for working in fast food, that's a
Oh yeah, I'd be
significant
fucking
amount.
hyped for $1,000 bonus.
But still, it's like fucking chump change. Like,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure just based off the prices of their fucking food alone, like goddamn.
Would
Anyway,
it stop me pulling the trigger though? Maybe.
yeah, I guess you'd stop and like consider
that
it at
day.
least. You give him like a moment to like, write a goodbye on like a greasy napkin to his wife and kids.
You could leave them a voicemail, yeah.
Right. That's a courtesy that you wouldn't extend to a healthcare CEO.
1,000%. 1,000%. I mean, it would work for me. I'd be like, I'd leave the gun where it was. It'd be my work gun. I leave in the
disavow. Work gun is so good.
I hate that I stole that from Shane Gillis. I'm sorry. But yeah, then I would just like scurry home. I'd be like, spring sales on at GOG. Let's go.
All right, we're running out of time.
Oh yeah, aren't we all, man?
Yeah. So there are a couple of things I want to move up the ladder. Let me see. I really want to talk about these 3 stories. I've just moved them up underneath the Genie AI story. So
absolutely.
Everyone's favorite internet celebrity, Jeffrey Epstein.
Friend of the pod.
Don't say that. Jesus Christ.
Why? Did something happen?
And listen, our audience cannot be trusted with a sense of humor. All right. Like, if we say shit like that, it's all I'm going to be fucking hearing in like the Jackbox party games. It's just like
every joke boat answer is going to be Alton, friend of Jeffrey Epstein.
Right.
It is, and you have to like vote for it. It's going to be boring.
You're interacting with our audience too much. You gotta
probably
you gotta stay outside of the zoo cage.
All right. So this story is one of the, I don't know if you call it a leaks. It's one of the things released in like the Epstein files, the heavily redacted Epstein files from the Trump admin. Thankfully, this was not redacted from that, but it is it is from xlcm@microsoft.com to gvacation@gmail.com, aka the email address that Jeffrey Epstein uses. Subject: Xbox Live notification of enforcement action. Xbox notice of permanent enforcement action, harassment, threats, and/or abuse. This email is to notify that your Xbox Live account privileges have been permanently suspended due to harassment, threats, and/or abuse of other players. This conduct has been determined to be severe, repeated, and/or excessive. That's pretty fucking funny.
That rules. There is the terrible caveat that I think it was just because he was on the sex offender registry, but the idea of him like yelling at a 12-year-old and calling him slurs.
It's so easy to imagine, though. That's the thing.
He did it. I'm saying that now. He did that at some point for sure on the
100%.
island.
There's no way that a guy who's just like, actually, I am a generational genius whose sperm needs to be like hoarded like precious gold to make genetically superior human beings. There's no way that he's not responding to like a 12-year-old calling him a faggot in a Call of Duty
for sure.
with just like
He's
the
going
most
off.
insane like verbal diarrhea of just insane hate that you've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like he clearly would not handle like Xbox Live very well because he just has too high of an opinion of himself. Like he'd hear just like some teenager being like, "Hey, I fucked your mom last night. I fucked her," and just be like, "Ah."
I'm realizing now that if they find Jeffrey Epstein in Argentina and I got a chance to talk to him, I'd call him a faggot right away.
Yeah.
That's all I've got to say to him.
Got his ass.
Got him.
I wish there was like recordings of people talking. Like, what were the interactions of Jeffrey Epstein on Xbox Live like? Like,
Man.
You know, I think it would probably disappoint us. It'd just being like, give me your address.
right.
You fucking left point B for the last time. That's all I can imagine.
Yeah, it would probably be very disappointing.
Depends on voice chat. If in my personal experience working at Xbox, I could have possibly banned Jeffrey Epstein or been part of the process. Not likely, but there's a percentage chance. Non-zero chance I could have been involved in that process.
Fuck it, let's just say it. You personally banned Jeffrey Epstein from Xbox
Yeah,
Live.
exactly.
Hey, you did it. Who's gonna correct us? Fuck him. Listen, we're gonna keep making things up until Phil Spencer releases the recordings.
Right. Phil Spencer, who no longer works at Xbox, released the Epstein files from Xbox Live.
You know he took those with him when he quit. That's too much leverage.
Right.
It's the only thing keeping him alive.
Just Jeffrey Epstein like swearing at a bunch of 12-year-olds. I mean,
yeah.
The other option is she's just like a creepy groomer, which is like
what, Jeff?
Yeah.
Come on.
The financier?
It's so hard not to make some variation of that joke, even though it's hacky now. But like, come on,
it's a good joke.
Incredible.
Jim Downey is like a comedy legend for a reason.
Oh yeah, he's amazing.
Jeffrey Epstein, the financier. Yeah, that Conan podcast is iconic.
The thing is that the whole bit is so much funnier than just like it as a picture. Like Jim Downey going like, no. Jeffrey Epstein, the financier, like it's incredible.
The extended bit of
him being like, this was my friend Jeff.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Speaking of friends, I think we have a story about a close personal friend of ours. This time for real.
Correct. Yes, our Lord and Savior Luigi Mangione, who is innocent of killing anybody.
True.
But is guilty of stealing the hearts of America. You like
Absolutely.
That?
Yeah. No, I mean, true. I love how mad government officials get that over the fact that Luigi Mangione has bitches. Like, there's like a crowd of fucking absolute baddies at every court appearance, and you can just see these fucking part of the egg army just getting furious. They're just be like, I can't believe this man committed murder.
Allegedly,
sorry,
bitch.
Allegedly, yeah. He's probably honestly, his case has been so mishandled by the NYPD that I feel like they might get a mistrial.
I know. It feels possible, which is the funniest thing ever.
It would be so fucking funny if he got let out on a technicality because they wanted to act like Billy Big Balls in front of the news.
He needs to instantly move to Mexico if that happens.
He needs to go to he needs to go to like Russia and hang out with like Edward Snowden.
I'll hide him actually if he comes here.
Nah, I think they've probably got extradition clauses for the UK.
I'll defend this boy with my life.
Yeah. It's pretty remarkable. Cops not known for their competency, but
No.
this was the encounter at McDonald's. My favorite episode.
That's my
of Star Trek
favorite.
Next
That's my
Generation.
favorite H.P. Lovecraft short story. The encounter at McDonald's.
Like they just cannot put forward a piece of evidence that is not tainted in some way.
Right, because they didn't like get a. I'm not 100% familiar with it, but it's like they didn't get a permit. They didn't keep like a chain of evidence that they're supposed to.
Yeah, that's a really, really important thing that they just failed to do.
Oh, it's so fucking incredible.
It honestly really seems like there's a pretty reasonable case that it was not him. You just kind of found some guy, some moron working at McDonald's called for the reward that they never got.
That's the best part of the story is like the snitch that fucking ratted out Luigi. Probably having a really, really bad time, I imagine. Like nobody likes them. But
oh yeah.
But like they didn't even get their like 20 pieces of silver or whatever for ratting out Luigi.
Dog, the Pharisees don't pay.
Right.
Come on.
Like the fucking Romans gave out their 20 pieces of silver, but like our stupid ass scam evil empire is like, nah, we're not gonna pay you for this. Fuck you, actually. We're gonna take credit for fucking catching this guy.
Yeah.
Man. And they're wondering why they're so unpopular, and that they're probably the egg society is gonna imminently collapse.
The egg society.
Yeah, condolences to trans culture, but we're sunsetting the slang term egg from trans culture, and it is now the denizens of evil that comprise the shadow network on our globe.
Right.
So many CEOs are bald white men with no facial hair, and that's the worst look. You need a beard. Or you can have like the old man ring of hair around your head if you don't want to have a beard. Those are your plays. You can't go full egg. It's gross. No egg.
At least have like a nice mustache. Like something.
A mustache can save everything.
Just even like just something weird like a little soul patch and nothing else. It's something. Gives you something to look at other than just the round shininess of everything.
Just bite the bullet and go to Turkey for your hair implants. Get a haircut like the rest of us.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Slightly different
Elon
from
Musk
everybody else.
would be an egg, but he's in denial.
Well, yeah. I mean, thanks to his botched genital surgery, there is part of him that looks like an egg.
All right. Ugh.
Oh, we can't talk about botched genital surgery on the pod now. Sorry. Thought this was America, not communist China. Wait.
All right. Hey, I got two questions. One, what time are we on? And two, did we even say why we brought up Luigi?
Well, no, we didn't even say. It's a picture of him at MagFest 2020. He's just sitting in a chair.
That's it.
Yeah, he's a confirmed gamer. So the gamers did rise up. You just weren't ready for that.
He's sitting next to a guy who looks crazy. Like, between the two of these guys, who do you think like shot someone in the past?
That's fair, yeah. He looks like he has a very well-kept beard for how just like wild his hair looks. I mean, that's my opinion on the guy next to him. We're doing a lot of talking about photos on this podcast.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll probably use this for the
this is staying in, you know.
Yeah, the image. This is like we get one picture in episodes, you know. So I'm gonna use this as the thumbnail so that everyone can see, you know, Luigi just sitting there next to the guy with male pattern baldness with hair down to his shoulders. That's a classic, iconic, crazy guy look. I mean,
can you Photoshop one of the egg people into the crowd watching him?
Yeah, I'll put him next to. They'll be sitting like next to him.
Yeah.
I'll take like the what is it? The Tech Foundry, the Digital Foundry guys, and I'll put them in like chairs next to these two. They'll be at MagFest 2020. There they are with Luigi Mangione.
Perfect. He's got a great nose on him. I like this guy.
I mean,
so handsome, so photogenic.
It's
Like,
fucking hilarious how good looking he is. It's really funny.
I find men generally to be disgusting sexually, and yet Luigi still does it. Does it for all of us. It's crazy.
Of course.
Oh yeah,
I
this
mean,
crosses the lines of sexuality. Everyone knows what's up.
right. He just he knows what men and women all secretly want, to fucking shoot a CEO, specifically a healthcare CEO, in the back of the head. Even though he didn't do it and he's innocent.
Yeah.
But everyone thinks he did it. So,
and that's good enough.
Not to be a body language expert here on the pod, but look at how confident and relaxed he is gaming. Like the crowd seems more nervous than he is.
Right, everyone's just looking on intently. I mean, also we gotta talk about how he like single-handedly saved the user interface of Civilization 6, I believe. Like, it's crazy that like that was the one that everyone liked, and then Civ 7 came out and like, what is this fucking dog shit? And I think, you know what? He like fixed over like what, 2,000 user interface issues when he was like a QA tester.
Yeah, and now look where they are without him.
Right. Like
Yeah.
everything Luigi touches turns to gold. That's what I'm saying.
Except that one guy.
Well, he didn't touch it. He didn't have to. He had a ranged weapon. I mean, he didn't have that. That's clearly planted on him.
Yeah.
And he's innocent. Anyway, our last story of the day, because we're running out of time. But I'm not going to end the podcast before we talk about Steve Downs. Made a commentary last episode. We actually talked about how ICE was using Halo shit, like insanely cringe Halo shit. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so this is from October 27th, 2025. Destroy the flood, join ice.gov. And then they say DHS Gov says finishing this fight, which is insane. Steve Downs has now responded to it in a March 8th, 2026 post on Twitter, because I will never call it X. X is such a stupid fucking name.
Agreed.
It has come to my attention that there is at least one propaganda video circulating that was either produced or at the very least endorsed by the White House that uses images of Master Chief and uses my voice to support the war in Iran. Let me make this crystal clear. I did not participate in, nor was I consulted, nor do I endorse the use of my voice in this video or the message it conveys. I demand that the producers of this disgusting and juvenile war porn remove my voice immediately. So I guess it wasn't even the ICE thing. It was the fucking Iran war. Oh my God.
Dogs, if Master Chief yelled at me, I don't think I would ever go above ground again.
He's my father.
I would become a mole woman. I would just exist in tunnels. Like the sun is a privilege I'm not given after Master Chief fucking gives me a dressing down. Christ.
Yeah. And I think that's probably all the time we have. We're at like an hour and 27 minutes. So we gotta wrap things up. All right.
Okay.
That's all we have time for. So Kay, why don't you tell people where they can find you so that you can yell at them about history?
Listen to my fucking history podcast. It's called Take Back History. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. It's on all the podcast places. But it's got video on YouTube and Spotify. We just put one out about the Antonine Plague. A lot of people don't know there was a huge fucking plague in ancient Rome. It was kind of a big deal. It killed a whole bunch of people. There's some really interesting writing about it, and I've got an classicist on there to talk about it. So go check that out.
Spit.
Also, go check out what Kay looks like. Absolutely, fucking Sigma beard. Just the most powerful person I've ever seen in my life. So it was worth the wait. Thank you, Kay.
Oh, no problem at all.
100%. Karl Marx reincarnated. Kay and
that's right.
Was there anything else?
Yeah, we're interconnected in that way.
Right.
When she dies, I will also die, which is a bad deal for me.
Right, because they don't live very long, little ferrets.
Nah. Yeah, just follow me on this. don't know. What am I on? Blue Sky? Check out my YouTube videos, K and Skittles, and listen to AGAB. I won't even tell you what it is. Just figure it out.
Watch Kay's new video about the Green Knight, which is very good. I love the Green
Yes.
Knight. I love that weird ass fucking movie.
It's a great movie.
Incredible
Big
movie.
fan. Shout out to Dev Patel. Just in general. That's my
Yeah.
guy. Love to see him.
Monkey Man? Oh.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. That's it for me.
All right, Reese, where can people find you and your great content on the internet?
I'm just going to mention CRT Sound System, the other podcast I do with Tom Fourpush about video game music, and won't tell you any of my other stuff because I behave like a crazy person on social media and stuff. So.
That's fair. All right, you can find me at Rude Fox Alton pretty much everywhere on Blue Sky, on YouTube, on Twitch, which I really should get back into Twitch streaming, but it's like, it's so much effort. All I want to do is just get blazed out of my mind and like listen to Red Letter Media while I play a video game.
Fucking bars.
It fucking
Hell yeah, dude.
rules. But I don't think that would make a very good Twitch streaming experience. I don't know. Maybe it would. Maybe other people are like on another level of brain rot where they need somebody else to be playing a video game while they listen to Red Letter Media.
Honestly, I think there's something to it. I think the current crop of streamers is not very interesting. So, at least I feel like every person I click on Twitch, like I'm in chat and I try to do a little riff, and they just take it like incredibly seriously. They're just like, no, Marathon is not for bad gamers. You should not buy the game then. I'm like, just kidding around a little bit.
Yeah, no one has a fucking sense of humor anymore. It's why the only streamer anyone likes is Northern Lion, because he's like funny.
Northern Lion is a generational talent of just pulling stuff straight out of his ass.
He's the GOAT. He now has a defined enough jawline to not count as an egg, which is a key distinction, and he keeps a bit of stubble on it. He knows about the egg situation, I'm telling you right now.
100%.
Northern Lion is one of the only male to males trans folk.
That makes sense,
different than he did.
That makes sense. But we can't keep talking about Northern Lion.
Okay.
We gotta
thank
our powerful Hammer Elite tier patrons. So we'd like to thank Bitcoin Vault Inspector, aka Conky, Matt McDonald, Glucose, aka Lucy, The Humidifier, and Boinsoft. Thank you very much for supporting the pod.
The goats.
Exactly. Your continued support allows us to continue making veiled threats against CEOs, politicians, and annoying liberals on Blue Sky. So thank you.
Veiled. You must have cut those out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, we do record for 7 hours and cut it down to like an hour typically with just death threats. But anyway, thank you all for listening. We're going to cut over to the premium segment now, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.